3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. James Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Condors have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Red, cycle.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Condors are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll look to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw here. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. 45's the Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you, I'm coming after you.
Back to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Mike Evans. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Mike Evans, touchdown. Mike Evans. 75 yards. And the Condors will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's incomplete. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Shot 17. Drill green. Blue striker. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw again. This one left side caught by Gibson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Yellow, 22. Smash, red. Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Cover. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mike, Mike. Mike, 45. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A good gain of 12 yards that time. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right there, 54, right there.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
See what you got. Back through the Mike. Mike, back through. Mike, back through. You.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Evans. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes on that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but, boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got some space here. Look at the big man rumble. And touchdown. Austin Hooper, 42 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Come on, boys, come on.
Second and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
This is caught by Evans. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Leonard Fournette with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Come off the ball. 45's the Mike, 45's the Mike.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Slings this deep for McLaurin.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Time to go, night, night. 45's the Mike, 45's the Mike. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Blue striker.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Fournette once more on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Out of the gun now on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. First down carry. And a short gain here down to the 22. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A handoff to Fournette. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Fournette running right. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll give Fournette another crack at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Condors are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.